Hello, my friends. Can you hear me? It's been a while, so I just want to make sure you can hear me. How are we? I think so. I mean, the setup is back, so I think. Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah, we got hello Fadda happening here. Um, I thought we could mess around a little bit with the new mechanics for Batman by Yofada. Um, I figure maybe we discover a couple new bugs. We have fun in the process. Can we just celebrate for a second how much I nailed the grappling mechanics? Just did it, and fantastic. Oh man, that's great. Um, yeah, yeah. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I'm sure there's stuff that's still gonna be wrong with it, but that's okay. I'm happy with where it's at so far. Not the cape though. Like I know I can do better on the cape. At least more optimized, you know? Whoa. There we go. Need Spider-Man. I'm sure you already have Spider-Man. With Fisk porting and stuff like that. You'll get Spider-Man. Relax. Now you just have a little bit of Batman the Animated Series classic swinging. Here you are. Woo! Oh, this is fantastic. Da 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 da. And then you just, and then you just go, boom! Ah, it's that's look at that. Ouch, pain. Oh, they can't all be gold, I guess. Anyway, cape is very nice when flying and swinging. Thank you very much, thank you very much. Genuinely, really impressive. Thank you. I've been waiting to get my props on that for a minute. You guys know how long it's been since I decided I wanted to do dynamic capes. The best thing about these lines is they bend around corners. So if I damn it. So if I do it like this, it actually shortens the line. Anyway, Fada, save a falling villager. Oh God, it's gonna suck. I'm always so bad at that. But the good news is the line physics have been changed. So check this out. It goes, pew. So it just sort of does that. Do we have? Yeah, we got brute. I can also connect two entities, which I couldn't before. How many bends is maximum? So it depends on the strength of your line. So far, it's like a static strength. I created like actual rope physics into this, and what is happening? What is going on? Oh, I connected these two, you see, and I'll connect them to the creeper, and then I connect that one outward, and then all of them are. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that should have worked better. Get me out of here. Yeah. My bad. Hold on. Let me just create a daring escape. Guys, it's been so long since I played Minecraft. Just give me a second. Did I move away from M Creator? No. I just learned some more stuff. I learned a lot of stuff on Superman, and so I've been going back on Batman and sort of updating it a little bit. Like the dynamic capes, it's not nearly okay. It is nearly, but it's not exactly the same system as on Superman. On Superman, it's actually a lot simpler. Like the Superman cape is a lot simpler, but because this one is so connected to like other game mechanics, like this one, uh, it expands a little bit when you run, and then it does all the Superman stuff, but it also has to like expand when you glide. So it has to do this, and it also like I'm on player animator, and player animator doesn't actually rotate the player's position. It just rotates what the model looks like. So if I say, for example, when you're falling down, make the cape look up. If I do something like this, then the cape will be like right at the back of my neck, you know? It won't be the way that it looks right now. So you have to like set a filter and be like, okay, well, if you're diving though, make the maximum angle the cape can look up, like 90 degrees or 95 degrees or something like that. So you know, there's a lot of stuff you have to think of. Same goes for like if I'm grappling, if whatever. And when I do like the stealth takedown, obviously the cape expands, and then when I grab someone, the cape. What are we talking about? Oh, and then if I grab someone, the cape curls around me again and around the person, and then you get what I mean. So this cape is so much more complex, which makes it so much less optimized, and I'm trying to fix that. But so far, we're just testing it out. We're seeing what's happening. Anyway, don't use adrenaline capsules. No. How is Superman doing? Superman's doing good. No, no, percentage of completion is fine. You can ask that. Although I can't tell you much. I can tell you I updated Kal-El's journey as of, I think about 12, 15 minutes ago. So you can check out the journey, see how many light years we have left until we reach Earth. Um, Unfortunately, Kal-El's ship passed passed a red sun for a couple months ago, and it's been at the red sun for I think quite like maybe a month or two, maybe a little bit more. Um, so because of that, well, what happened? Oh, okay, my bad. So because of that, he's fallen a little sick, and you do not want a baby Kryptonian sneezing in your ship. That's gonna cause some tremors, but it's okay. He'll be fine. I think he'll be all right. Previous was like halfway. No, no, it wasn't. You think just because it's 50 light years away, that means it's halfway? Who knows? Who knows? Even I don't know. I genuinely set these things based on feeling. I finished a very major feature a few days ago, and so I was like, okay, I'll update the journey. I'll update the journey. That's a pretty good feature. And I think I was at like 50 or no, I think I was like what are we at now? 35 light years away. So we were at like 35 light years away. Now we're at 29. So that's some pretty major progress, you guys. But I'm still waiting on some stuff from my modelers to figure out. But in the meantime, we get to like have fun and swing around this Batman. Wow, that's so cool. That's so cool. We started at 70. Last one was 35. Now it's 29. Yeah, yeah. My bad. Poor baby Cal. Yeah, yeah. He couldn't. It wasn't great for him. But it's fine. It's taken care of. We just need to find like the nearest red sun. Sorry, the near. What am I, masochist? The nearest yellow sun, so he can recover. But for now, we got to a blue star. Am I making a bedrock add-on? Wow, I've never been asked that one before. No. I missed you guys. It's been a minute. Oh, I forgot we can do this now. Woo! We can like, it's not as smooth as the Superman one. Um, oh, relax. Yeah, it's not as smooth as the Superman one. I'll tell you why. Because Superman is the way the Superman flight works. All my flight is elytra based. I don't do it like I think Palladium does it. It's all elytra based because I want. It's easier for me to make it compatible with other mods when it's elytra based, like do a barrel roll and other elytra based mods, right? So so the Superman flight, the speed is not decided by velocity for Superman since he creates his own velocity. My speed is decided by how fast I choose to go, right? So the speed is very consistent. But the way that the cape or the little dodge mechanic works is it alters your velocity. And elytra flight will take altered velocity and stack on top of it. So the issue is while doing this you could just fly infinitely, right? Now I've lessened that significantly, but it came at the cost of lessening how much you can dodge. So I don't know. Maybe it's better because you shouldn't be as agile as Superman. Obviously, you know what I mean when it comes to this type of thing. But I'll find a different way of doing it eventually. All right, let's see here. Where are the chats? Deadpool5928 says. Batman is cooler than Superman, but dude, one thing I'm excited for, absolutely breaking the warden. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm with you there. I'm with you there. Just juggle him in midair. I will tell you one other thing. Why is this skeleton arrowless or bowless? What's happening here? Ooh, interesting. I wonder what mod this was. Anyway, have you learned something working on Superman that's going to go to Speed Force? That's a good question. I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'll think about it. I'll think about it as I play. Make Sopranos mod Java. If I what if I what if I make a Sopranos mod that is strictly for Bedrock? All right. What do you do? Garbage disposal. Bedrock disposal. And then it'll just be you in Minecraft Bedrock sitting through therapy sessions with weirdly attractive therapist that makes you question certain things. Ooh, here we go. I don't know who you are, but you're about to get glide kicked. What is that? Ew, interesting. Haha, your Fadda. Oh, okay. The only ghost in all of existence that can't phase, apparently. Hey, stay still, man. Come here. Haha. Oh, did I mention you could grab entities? Did I forget to mention stuff in this tutorial? You can grab entities, but if they're like larger than you, they grab you. So there's a weight system to the grappling in the mod as well. So hold on. Let me show you. Let's see what's like bigger than me. I guess like a ghast would be fine. No. Yeah. Whoa, relax. Hold on. I'll read the chat in a second. Let me just grab onto this bad boy. Damn it. No! I really want to aim in third person. Damn it. Okay, screw it. We'll aim in first. I was never that good at Minecraft player. I don't know why I tried doing that. Aha! There we go. Look. So it grabs you. And as a matter of fact, you could like pull yourself toward it. Yeah, see? Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. I forgot to mention that in the tutorial. Ah, man, dude, I hate rushing stuff. I hate rushing stuff. Because genuinely, I just, whenever I rush stuff, every time I go back to it, I'm like, I could have done this so much better. And I was on the move. I was so sick, dude. I got a mild cold. My throat was scratchy, all right? And then I got food poisoned, all right? And then the day of the food poisoning, I guess I contracted a virus of some sort, and I got a fever. That was not a good trip. Anyway, let's see here. No mod suggestions. Okay. Know about extended look, by the way. I have no idea what you mean by extended look. Is Superman by Fadda mod equal of Viltrumite mod? No clue. I don't check other mods. I don't want to be influenced. I don't want to get ideas from anybody else. I just want my stuff to be my own stuff. That's why I don't take mod suggestions. Alright, let's see. Oh, GTA 6. I haven't been keeping up. I didn't even see the leak. I saw their response to the leak, but I didn't see the leaked material. Yo, it's Fadda. Yo, it's Heaven Ooh. Ralph Tigercraft asks if I can answer a few questions. Sure, if they're not about Superman and not mod suggestions. Are you planning to do Red Hood in your Batman mod? No, actually, I do have... I have a... what is it? Oh, no. Peter Cullen died. Well, that's not good. Rest in peace, Peter Cullen. Ah, you know, he really loved Optimus Prime. He was there were certain points, even during the Michael Bay movies, which I love the Michael Bay movies, by the way. They're like a staple of my childhood. And the joke about a tighter shirt, if you know, you know, it's probably one of my favorite jokes in a movie. Peter Cullen would sometimes fight with Michael Bay and the team about things that Optimus Prime would and or wouldn't do, like, guys, I feel like he would do this, and that. Like, he really loved the character. You know, the way, like, David Cornsweet sort of, professionally, obviously, fought with James Gunn about what Superman would say in this situation, that situation. There were, obviously, James Gunn is a lot more collaborative than someone like Michael Bay. You know, he has a specific brand of chaos named after him called Bayos, just to put you in a perspective. But yeah, he really loved the character, and he made a lot of people's childhoods. So rest in peace. Let's see. So you can't ask about Superman mod? Yeah, you can't ask about Superman mod. I mean, you could ask how long I think it'll take, and then I'll tell you I don't know. But you can't ask like features and stuff, because everything I've talked about already is everything I'm going to say and or reveal about that mod. You get what I mean? So it's really it's useless to ask because I won't answer anything I haven't already talked about. However, if you give me like a category of questions and be like, have you talked about A, B, C, D, E, F, G? Then I'd be like, yeah, and then I could direct you to the video in which I talked about it. There's also there's been too much about the mod that's been revealed slash talked about as is, and people have like straight up stolen my stuff, and I can't have that. So, or I can't keep having that, you know. So I need to become a smidgen more protective of this mod than I've been. All right, what mechanic is that you shown was the hardest to make? Oh, to make slash pull off. That's a really good question, and it's between. Okay, it's this cape, not dynamic capes in general. Superman, sorry, Superman's cape was somewhat straightforward, but Batman's dynamic cape was a bitch and a half to get done, man. You have no idea, and it's still not perfect. Like you still see gaps in the texture, but it's as close to perfect as I was comfortable getting. Whoa! Ah! I really need to. What? We got Hulk in this mod? Crazy business. Zombie Bruiser. Hold on. Oh, I also brought back the zoom. Oh, didn't I? Oh, yeah, right. It's in first person, not third person. So check this out. Yeah, but it doesn't mess with your FOV anymore. Hold on. Yeah, these are like fun things. I need to prove that the Sonic palette is the next best gadget. Got you, brother. Ouch, pain, pain. What's this? Is he knocking me out? Huh. Awesome. Fantastic. I love the new grappling gun. Please update Blue Beetle. It's my favorite mod. I'm genuinely considering updating Blue Beetle. I'll tell you that much. Huh, interesting. Must have the camera disabled or something, because usually this will flip me upside down. Anyway, so until it comes out, your mod and potentially season 4, I'm going to hold off on that question. Fantastic. All right. I look forward to answering that question, Mr. Ralph. Oh, now you choose to... Freaking... Yo, where you at? Where you at, though? Oh, he's too big. There's a weight limit on the... Ouch. On the type of people you can stealth attack. They have to be, like, about your height. They can't be this big. You know what I mean? View! That's great. You see the bend in the tree? Even when he's attached to the tree, he's bending. And by the way, I could like grab him, like I could take him with me, and I could have him between these trees, and then I could take him like that, and I could do that. I could do whatever I want. Talked about X-Men mod concept before. I was wondering what mutant power would be the most excited to make. Nightcrawler. Nightcrawler would be my most excited. I have so many ideas. Woo! If only I could just glide or grapple kick him. Ah, that would have been nice. Pain. Yo, big man. I think it's about time you were defeated. Nice. I like the bosses from whatever mod this is. Really? Just 4 hostiles detected? Let's see here. What do you guys think of the new forensic mode? It's super glitchy. You know why? Because these footstep shapes are actually coded on, and I thought it would be... It's from another feature I was working on in Superman, where I thought it would be much lighter on the... It was much lighter on the game when I was working on it in Superman, but something about it here is not light enough. Now, I seem to remember these are like... So if they're red, it's a hostile mob. If they're like dark red, it's a mob that was targeting for attack. Yep, okay, good. And I assume you're gonna... Oh, okay, cool. Thank you very much. Plan to make Red Hood in your Batman mod. Sorry, I got distracted by the Peter Cullen thing. Rest in peace. Yeah, I have a folder. I've had a folder, my Batman modding folder, or my workspace, I guess, called um, the Arkham Knight. So I did have something. You know what I mean? Um, I had something in mind, but I don't like. I'm not overly focused on it right now. But I definitely wouldn't mind. Whose idea was this? What psychopath came up with duplicating ender creepers? Is there any progress to the mechanics of the vehicles? I've been looking into it. I looked into it very slightly after somebody talked about it, I think. But it's not a priority right now. Ouch, pain. What is happening? Oh, it's an entity, and the velocity isn't slowing down because it's not ticking anymore. Wait, it is ticking because the particles are flowing off of it. That's so interesting. That's so interesting. Anyway, okay. Are you gonna add configs to some of your mods? You mean like this? Slash Batman config to some of my mods, and then right click, and then boom, configs. In which case, yes. And they're only gonna get more detailed. But not out of game configs, just because I'm in mcreator and mcreator doesn't let me do that. And I'm not sure why. I'm actually not entirely certain how configs work. I mean, no, I have like an idea, but I never looked into it. You get me? So I never needed to. I was like, I could just make a file and make a bunch of features that are toggleable via like logic variables, and that worked out for me, or it's been working out for me for the past 2 years. So I never really looked into like physical files, or if I could bypass mcreator in that way. But I'll check. I'll see how they work, and if I can do it, sure, it'll be better than having to design a whole UI. But I actually found it quite fun to like design a UI and make it like based on the Wayne a Wayne Enterprises contract and stuff like that. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, add more features to the configs. Oh yeah, for sure, 100%. I think this is actually an updated config. Like my mod, when it first had configs, it didn't start off with this many features. I understand they're not a ton, like by comparison, they're like 5. But you know, if you have other config preferences, I guess I could do that. All right. Have you considered the idea of an Ant-Man mod? I have, and I'm sure there's a lot I could do with that. It's just, again, like there are a lot of characters I'd love to tackle, but there are a lot of characters. There are characters that I'd simply love to tackle more than others. You get me? That is too many entities. Here's explosion in your eye. What insanity! I love that. That's so cool. Oh boy. Oh yeah, I definitely killed that skeleton. But just curious, but what all characters have you considered doing for a mod, and what would you like to do after Superman? I've considered the X-Men. I've considered Spider-Man. I've considered... what have I considered? What else? Oh man, the frame rate is horrendous. Da, 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 da. What else have I considered? Not that much. The Boys. I've considered The Boys. But I'm glad I didn't do that, because I feel like it would have been super cheap. Like the way I would have handled it back then, I feel I would look back on that the same way that I do on, say... Whoa! What happened? Okay. The same way that I do now on like Danny Phantom and Ghost Rider, which is like there are great ideas there, but the execution was extremely cheap. Don't get me wrong, it was the best I could do at the time, right? But I could definitely do better now. Yeah. Yo, Fadda. What? Is he still targeting me? Are you serious? How is he targeting me from all the way over there? Alright, what about this guy? What? There we go. Aha. What? Stop it. Awesome. Anyway, seeing how you handle Batman, Spider-Man would be peak, especially if you did the symbiote. I keep hearing there's a new really cool symbiote mod out there, so maybe I haven't seen it, but maybe you guys have that covered. People are like going crazy over it. Also, I Powerborn, I heard did Fisk Spider-Man basically, so you guys are covered. I don't know, man. You guys might be covered in that regard. We'll see. We'll see. Whoa, interesting. What is that here, Brian? Dark Vortex. All right, let's go. You may be a Dark Vortex, but guess what? I'm Batman. Oh, okay. Yeah, they weren't kidding. They weren't kidding, so this is what it's like to be stealth attacked. Where you at, though? Aha! Ow, what the... Okay, relax, relax, relax. That's awesome. Ever considered making Venom from the MCU or Marvel Comics? Uh, yeah, I consider the symbiote mod. I knew what I would do for it. Yeah, I think I consider the symbiote mod. That's awesome. I mean, I definitely killed it, but it was a skeleton, so technically, I mean, was it even alive? You know? Here we go. Ah, man. Okay. Pain. Pain! So a little tidbit for the grapple lines there. Um, the grapple lines can't be at too much of an angle, like they have to be really, really straight. So you can't do them from too far a distance, otherwise they just don't work. Right? And that's by design. Like I could have made them work, but I just chose not to. I figured like it's an added challenge there. Yeah, let's see. Would this one work? Ow! It would not. It's too far away. But I think from like this distance, it would certainly work. Ouch, pain. The frame rate. I need to get rid of the shaders. I'm sorry, you guys. The frame rate was killing me. I couldn't do anything. Ah, so much better. And it honestly, it might. Oh, oh boy. Hold on. Are we still? We're still live? Have I seen Powerborn web swinging? No, I haven't. I just heard really good things. I heard it's basically Fisk. Um, whoa. Am I still live, you guys? Sorry, cause my Chrome tab just crashed. Yes. Okay. All right. Thank you. Thank you. I realize now that asking my viewers if I'm still live is like asking someone if they're awake. But yeah. Okay. My bad. Um, Woo! Oh my god, the frame rate is so much better without shaders. I'm sure it's the cape. I'm sure it's the cape that's slowing things down. I'll fix it. Um, Woo! Oh, so good. Ah, the line bent around a corner there. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, so I haven't seen Powerborn swinging. No, like I told you, I do not look at other mods that are making something I've either already made or am considering, so that I don't get influenced by those mods. Which is again the same reason I don't take mod suggestions. All these things, they have to be mine. You know what I mean? They cannot be someone created something and then I just went and copied it. I think that's nonsense, and I hate it when it happens with me. And I do mean like intentionally, like when it's so clear and obvious. Obviously, me and someone else can have the same idea by coincidence, and it's happened before. But it's also happened before that someone just blatantly watches my videos or something and goes, "Okay, I'll just pick this, and that, and I'll take those for myself." And it's like, ugh, it's disgusting. I don't like that at all. I never like actively fight it or like condemn any particular individuals. You know what I mean? Just because, it's not like it's illegal or whatever, but I don't respect it for sure. And I definitely make sure that it's not happening from me to other people, even by accident. Anyway, let's see here. What gadgets have... We need a Spider-Man by Fadda. We need your vision. We'll see. We'll see. I don't know. I'll look into it. Like, I'll see if I can make something truly me, like truly... and by truly me, I don't mean truly unique. I want it truly me and truly unique. So me is what I would love in the mod, and unique is just different from everything else. I don't want to sound like I'm blowing my own horn there. Like, Fadda equals unique. No, Fadda equals values uniqueness and hopes he is unique. Anyway. Alright, let's see here. Who else said what? You could really do a great symbiote mod. So many options. There's like billions. You could absolutely make your own Fadda symbiote. Yeah, yeah. I'm of the belief that anything is possible. All right, hold on. This should be... There we go. Haha! I love it. Love it, love it, love it. See? Closer distance like that makes it work. Why don't you do X-Men? Yeah. Oh, I don't time my mods by the film's release. So I think that, again, that would be another super cheap move of me. Obviously it's like good for engagement, but I mean, look at me. I have how many mods out, and we're just now about to like get close to like something like, say, something like most Palladium add-ons have so many more downloads than I do, and a lot more views and a lot more people making videos about them and stuff like that, because they do all the fantastic stuff that they know will get engagement, they know the fans will love. I don't really operate by that model. Not that I have anything against it. I work with Alien Evo, and I support them in doing that. It's just not how I choose to handle it. For me, it's like when I'm inspired to tackle a mod, I will tackle said mod in the ways I choose to do it, in the time I choose to do it. So that's why Superman, for example, wasn't released with the 2025 movie, you get me? Even though it was announced before then. Like, it was announced, I think, before the first trailer came out. Or was it? I don't remember. But the point is, it was definitely announced before the movie, and it was definitely worked on, or definitely planned before the movie. It was planned before even Iron Man came out, or Speed Force came out. So, so that's why I didn't time it there, because it doesn't matter. Okay, here we go. I'd really love to see how you tackle Spider Sense. You know, when I think of a Spider-Man by Fadda, that's actually that's one of the things that gets me the most excited about the idea, is how I would tackle Spider Sense. I feel like I could do that in a really fun and interesting way. Ouch, pain. I really missed the one part that could have that would have been so cool. Hold on, I want to do that again. I'll try it again. Here we go. Hold on, we have a couple more chats. I do want to try crashing through that glass dome though. Give us a second here. All right, you know how Fisk superheroes get imported to higher versions? How you keep saying we're covered by Fisk? I do, and I do. Honestly, I don't want to rely on Fisk. YouTube man, what? YouTube what? Fisk what? I have no idea what that means. YouTube man? Arachnobatics by Fadda. You know, you guys say that like I made it up. I didn't make it up. That was Josh Keaton's Spectacular Spider-Man. It was one of my favorite words. Arachnobatics. What if I do end up just naming it that? Can I bring back my other question? If you decide to port your mods to higher versions, will you ever, since some of the superhero mods are moving to those versions, I actually am considering porting to higher versions. For the first time since I started, I'm considering, just because I never thought I'd need to, but now I'm forcing Blockbench not to update. Like my Blockbench, I remember when I was working on, I think it was on Speed Force, I was forcing my Blockbench. Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's so cool. I was forcing my Blockbench not to update because it kept updating to file formats that were incompatible with my version of mCreator. And most plugins right now are incompatible with my version of mCreator, so I'm like, if I'm going to decide to stay in mCreator, I may as well at least go to the latest version. And it seems I heard Lucas is also updating Palladium to be on 1.26 or 26 or whatever. And so I'm like, okay, well, yeah, why wouldn't I? What if 26 is the new 1.20, you know? And I don't mind doing that. As a matter of fact, I'd love to work on the latest versions. And if these guys are porting to those versions, I'm now confident that there's enough possible within those game versions that I can really accurately translate my vision across them all. Um, can I read your message, please? I most certainly can. Just ask my fifth grade English teacher. Hold on, let's try again. Woo! I love this mod so much. Oh my god, this swing is fantastic. If you notice, like, I should have gotten a lot more airtime on that one, but I, like, intentionally capped it because I did not want you using this as a Spider-Man mod. I wanted the swings to be more on, like, the Batman animated series. All right, let's see. Where's the... Hold on, I'm trying to check this person's chat. Goalkeeper Hamsters chat. If you plan... What? Damn it! If you plan the Explosive Joe for the future, I'm always happy with the gadgets you have yet. No. Why would I? Because I already have the Bat Bomb. I can trigger it by tapping it. I can tap it multiple times to increase the explosion power. I can trigger it remotely. It's a proximity mine. I really don't need Explosive Joe for anything. Swinging at that distance, Spider-Man L. Swinging at any distance is Spider-Man, not Batman. But Batman does it anyway, so there's suspension of disbelief. I tried to cap it as much as I could, but I didn't want it to be like anticlimactic. You know what I mean? Like, this is insane. Like, have you noticed my FOV starts pulling out when I gain speed and I'm sprinting that way? Have you noticed that? So it's like you do this, and then when you're jumping, like that. And so I want to add effects there. I don't want it to be like, just because it's not Spider-Man, it's not fun. No, it's graceful, it's elegant, but you're not going to be doing like advanced web swinging techniques. You know what I mean? I think we have Ace the Bat Hound torpedo. Oh, I should tell people what that's about. Hold on. If you guys recall, we used to have. Hold on. Actually, I'll do it right now. Summon wolf. Hello, wolf. Let's see here. Give it your fodder. Damn it. Bones. Let's say 34. Come here. Come here. You're mine now. Nice. And now give your fodder. Batman. Utility belt Mark 2. Wait. Come back. Dog. Sit. And utility belt Mark 2. And boom. Now we have Ace the Bat Hound. Right? And he has this little, his collar is like a tiny little utility belt. You grab some stuff. I don't know actually what this button is supposed to do. I don't remember. But yeah, you can grab like batarangs. You grab a little grappling hook. You grab a rebreather. It's fun stuff. But anyway, I'm pretty sure he follows me. Yeah, he follows me. So this used to be a Patreon additional exclusive. Like, obviously the mod isn't a Patreon exclusive, but this feature used to be specifically for patrons. And so, and then I realized later that may have been against TOS. I'm actually still unsure, but I figured just to stay on the safe side, and not to mention, it had been the only Patreon additional exclusive for ages. I still need to figure out what else I want to do for my patrons. It had been the only Patreon additional exclusive. I was like, I was gonna make it free. I'm gonna make it free, and everyone can have this now. So, so I made this free, and one of the most avid Batman players in my Discord, the Taxman, he was like, "Wow, okay, but I never used Ace anyway, so it's fine." And he's like known for using all the tools in his arsenal. His favorite are the electric batarangs. So they do this. Oh, my bad, Ace. Supposed to. There we go. Sorry, Ace. What's our health at? Oh, can I not heal you? Is that what the middle button does? Interesting. Anyway, so yeah, he was like, "Oh, okay, I'll start using him." And the way in which the Taxman decided to use Ace is so insanely unhinged. He's like, "Okay, I'll I'll install a mod, I think, that launches entities or something, and then I'll just attach a bat bomb to him and I'll launch him at enemies, and that's what the Ace the Bat Hound torpedo was born. It was born literally like I think 20 hours ago or something. Like it's a very recent development, the torpedo. And for those of you who don't know, to turn Ace back into a normal wolf, you just sneak, right click, grab the belt, right, you put the belt back on, all good. Anyway. I meant to say before, I don't want to rely on fists because I've been working on you. Okay. If I had to suggest anything for a Spider-Man mod, I wouldn't take it. I wouldn't read it. No mod suggestions. Yeah. You guys need to get that through your noggins. Oh my god, I almost killed Ace. My bad, dude. I'm a really bad dog owner. Hold on. Wait, come back. You good? 39. Hold on. What? How do we get to 20 from 39? Okay. All right, we're back at 50. Good stuff. To me, Ace. Anyway. Yeah, he wasn't alone in that. Yeah. It's good stuff. Why does he keep teleporting to me? Can he not sprint? I know he can sprint. I think he only sprints at enemies for some reason. Sorry, guys. I made Ace, I think, before Iron Man came out. That's how old this mechanic is, and I haven't updated it since. Whoa, relax. Okay. Yeah, he sprints at enemies. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Yeah, see, he attacks with me. Oh, that's fun. Yo, Fadda. Come here. Oh, not you. Come here. Come here. Zoo. Piss off. Nice. To me, Ace. Good stuff. David Cornsweat Superman or Henry Cavill Superman in terms of relatability? Nobody relates to Henry Cavill Superman. I love him. I love him. But I don't know anyone on Earth who relates to him. He's just too cool and hot. I can't relate to him. I can relate to David Cornsweat. He has like a certain vulnerability about him. But honestly, I don't know. I can look. It's because of the amount of interviews I've seen of Henry Cavill as like a person, as opposed to his Superman. So I think me and maybe a few other fans have connected with Henry Cavill as Clark Kent, and then just his Superman. And they like the aura of his Superman, but they love the relatability of his Clark Kent. I think that's what most people are on, like who love him. Aside from the people who are just like, yeah, we want him to be like, we want to be Batman, essentially. Do I have any plans for the Arkham Batmobile in the future? Maybe a battle mode. You guys need to watch the tutorials, man. You guys need to watch the tutorials. Battle mode has been in the Arkham Batmobile. It's an automated system since the combat update. So just let the Batmobile fight an enemy on your behalf, and it'll switch to battle mode. And if the enemy has too much health, like 100 or something, it'll assume it's durable enough, and it'll start shooting like those missiles that we got in the game. Boom. The little cute boneheads, yeah. Whoa, relax, relax. Okay. I don't know why I saved him from the explosion. I guess that's just being Batman. All right. Fantabulous. But I had a question. I guess we're just answering questions this stream. I'm down to do that. As long as they're not Superman questions or just hidden mod suggestions. Anyway, I have a question. Why aren't there more? Oh, never mind. Seems like that is a hidden mod suggestion. We will skip that bad boy. Have I played the latest Lego Batman game? Yes, I was thoroughly bored. I think it might be me. Like, I think I might have just outgrown Lego, which is interesting because I haven't outgrown Minecraft. So I'm sort of curious as to how that works. But I couldn't really get into it at all. It was just a standard Lego game for me. Woo! Oh my God, I love the player experience in this mod now. It has come such a long way from what it used to be. Like you play the first update of this mod now, it just sucks. Oh, oh man. Oh, please, please do not let it be another cold. I can't handle another cold. You guys should have seen me. I couldn't get out of bed. It wasn't even my bed. It's an experience. Oh boy. Whew. Sorry about that, you guys. It has not been a good. It's not been a good couple weeks for the old Fadda health. As a matter of fact, I think a couple days ago, I messed something up in my jaw. I feel like I tore, like not like fully tore, but I like damaged a tendon in my jaw or something. And so for the whole day, I couldn't like extend my jaw. I think I was gritting my teeth in my sleep or something. And so I was talking like this for the whole day because I couldn't extend my jaw. So I was just like, hello. And I had a meeting that day. Like I had a massive meeting. We're talking like 10 hours, a room full of people. And I'm trying to get them to take me seriously. I'm talking like this. It's not great. Whoa! Is there a release date for the Superman mod? There isn't, but if you go to itch.io and search up Yofada, you'll see a little mini game I created. What is this? House of the Flies? Um, you'll see a little mini game I've created that gives you as close to an update as possible, and it also gives you a few like hints, like the walls of the game basically takes place in the pod that's taking Kal-El to Earth right now, and the idea is that when he finally gets to Earth is when the mod finally gets released. You get me? Oh, not damn it, my dog. Yes. Anyway, is when the mod finally gets released. And like the walls of the pod have like Kryptonian writing all over them, and you can translate this Kryptonian writing if you just look up ew, disgusting the sounds. If you just look up a Kryptonian translator on Google, like a cheat sheet, literally just Google Images. Whoa, go away, go away! Oh my god. Nice. Anyway, yeah, if you look up a translator, you can translate any of the writing on the walls, any of the writing in the monitors, any of that. You can translate like little hints as in terms of like Krypton and Krypton's history and things that may or may not be in the mod. Also, like every time I update the Kal-El's journey, sorry, every time I update Kal-El's journey, you'll find new environments that we're traversing and stuff like that. Kal-El just actually came back from or just finished a trip that was going around a red sun, so he's not feeling too great. Uh, but we're fixing that, hopefully. You think it releases in September, huh? I feel like if it were gonna release in September, I'm still like, you guys need to understand, I'm still waiting on some stuff from my modelers as well, so it's not 1,000,000% up to me in that regard. Um, so I do need to see. This is what I was talking about in terms of like the cape rotation. Poor Kal-El, he's now supercharging with a supernova. I don't know. Is a blue sun supposed to charge him more? Could someone do the research on that? I feel like I'm not sure. I made it a different color so that it's not yellow, so that he's just not he's not like healing, but he's not damaged anymore. I'll make it purple. I'll make it purple if that's the case. If it's truly the case that a supernova is supposed to charge him more, then I'll just go back and make it purple. That's all right. It's a quick change. And we'll just say that the ship was super fast on that one. Will I ever fix the bug with the skin layer? Yes, 100%. Again, it's just a thing of priorities. You know, I might look into that now actually with Superman. I'll figure that out. It's been a bug thing for the longest time. Yeah, 100%. 100%. And I assume like some people care about that. I don't, just because, I mean, look at what we're able to do here. And I'm not even saying, look at that, so this doesn't matter. I'm saying the amount of work that this takes versus that takes, and how much better my time is spent doing something like what we're doing now versus say making the skin layers invisible or disabling the skin layers on armor wearing. I'll see. I'm sure I can do this now. Like with everything I've already done that's just custom code in M Creator for Superman and for Batman now. I'm sure I can fix the skin layer issue. It's just a matter of when I decide it's a priority. Supernova Blast can severely harm or kill an underpowered underage Kryptonian, but a fully sun-charged Kryptonian can often survive or observe the immense radiation and energy output. If this is Chat GPT, I would check sources. We're just gonna say blue suns in this case, they don't do anything, all right? They're like a... Wait, I guess green suns do something, because in the Supergirl movie, they like severely weakened Supergirl. I'm gonna just make it purple, man. How am I? I'm good, Dejan Trobica. How are you? Thank you for asking. Well, I'll just make it purple. I'll just make it purple to avoid confusion. As soon as the stream ends, I'll go and make it purple. You're gonna add CW suits in the Speed Force mod. I'm not too keen on it. I don't really care about... Whoa! Ace, you can't just appear in my glide kicking range like that, buddy. Oh man, I've been doing nothing but harming this dog. Let me... Hey man. Why can't I... I'm supposed to... What? What's happening? What? Oh, I was holding the grappling gun. My bad. Okay. Hey man, just sit down, dude. Just sit down. It's okay. It's okay. You're not ready for the field. Ooh, I have fear toxin here. I wonder why. Wait, okay. If I have fear toxin, then I'll need a rebreather. So if you just give me that, thank you very much. And now give me that, and damn it, give me that, and sit down. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you very much. Bye, Ace. Bye, dog, wolf, man. Anyway, we're hoping to release the mod this year. Did you expect it to take as long as it has so far? I had no expectations for how long it would take, but I don't know. To me, it's not surprising that it took this far. You need to understand, this is one of 3 jobs I'm currently working, and I'm working hard to make that 2. No, actually, the ultimate goal is to make it 1. I would actually love to consolidate all this Minecraft stuff under my own company. I have my company now, and I work with like clients and stuff. But if I did that, I'd need to make sure that everything I'm doing is because then there would be money, right? Like from ad revenue and stuff that's going to an official company. So I just need to make sure that I ironed out all the legal details and stuff like that, and make sure everything's all good. It wouldn't be that difficult, but I just need to make enough money from YouTube to justify it as a fork or an additional fork of my company, basically. But until then, it's passion, you know. Um, and that's why I can afford to do things like the Superman charity, where like all my Patreon money until the end of that development cycle is being saved to go to sick kids, because it's not part of my company. Like I don't need to pay bills with Patreon. You get me? Have you tried using fireworks with your Batsuit while gliding? Yeah, it works because it's elytra based, so I would assume it works. The weird thing would be if it doesn't. See, this is what I mean. This is why I make all my flight and stuff like that elytra based, so that it can be compatible with other elytra based stuff, so that I don't have to force compatibility. Whoa! Someone donated during the stream. Thank you so much. Daenerys860. Thank you very much um, for the donation. Wait, is that the goal? Did we? Because I remember I set a goal here. Is it for $10 or 10 donations? Oh, it's for 10 donations. I'm still happy. I'm still really happy. That's €10 too. That's an insane amount for me. Thank you. So yeah, see, more stuff like that will help me justify, and like YouTube members and stuff will help me justify making it as part of my company. But I haven't started on stuff like that yet. I have members now for some reason. I'm not sure why. I haven't started offering stuff outside of custom emojis yet, and that's just because I could design them in a second, like they're screenshots and then PNG conversion, But I would love to offer stuff to my YouTube members. I just can't do videos early because people will spoil stuff for other people, or maybe I can and it's an okay risk to take. What else? I think the main reason I can't do videos early is because I have close to 10,000 subscribers, but the people who engage are about 24. You know what I mean? Like the people who watch the streams and and like are fully aware and like super engaged and stuff like that. No, I would say they're like maybe closer to a couple hundred. Like you don't have to watch the streams to be engaged. I think I'll count them more by the people who comment. You know what I mean? So they're close to a couple hundred. Um, what is? Yeah, so I don't know. I mean, that's a good amount to have per month, but you need to understand like my memberships are literally $1. So a couple hundred people wouldn't be enough for me to justify that being like a proper fork of like a business. You get what I mean? It's a lot of math that 9 times out of 10 I'm not in the mood to think of. All right. Do you ever plan on making Nightwing suit upgraded, improved quality wise on its looks? I don't remember where I got Nightwing suit. I don't think that was one of my modelers. I think it was like a free model online or something. Skin Nova, or I don't remember. Skin Nova Skin, I think. It's like this thing where you just skins are like thrown on there. Um, they never come with creators too. Like I actively looked for a creator and I was like, hey, can I? And I couldn't find one. So that's a good site. I like that site. But I stopped. Oh boy, I stopped getting from it after my modelers came along, and one of my modelers suggested a new Nightwing suit. I don't know why. I was really in love with the one I have now for some reason, so I didn't use it. All right, I've been watching since I was turning 18. I turn 19 soon, in like a couple months. Happy birthday to Deadpool5928. Happy early birthday, couple months early birthday, to Deadpool 5928. Wait a minute, hold on. It's been a minute since we used the soundboard. Woo! Nice. What do I think about superhero cinematic universes, both MCU, DCU, and what do I think about studios spending 200 million to just one movie? I'll tell you what. I'll tell you what I think. So 200 million, that's a lot of money, but you got to consider it's not just money, it's return on investment. So I can make a movie, I'm making a show as we speak for a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction of a fraction, and then just say that like 4,700 more times of a fraction of the money they're making, right? And it's all coming out of my pocket. Like I'm not using the Patreon or the YouTube money for that at all. In the future, I will after Superman's done and the charity is done. You get me? But for now, I'm making a show purely on my dime. I'm hiring voice actors purely on my dime. I'm not hiring animators just yet. I want to see if I could pull it off on my own. But I licensed, I just got done licensing a song officially from its artist, right? So these are all things that I'm doing as one person so far. I haven't even brought on any voice actors yet. I had one for episode 0, but he was like a job by job basis. You get what I mean? So I haven't even hired anyone yet. It's so far completely on my own. But the return on investment for that is going to be what? I'm probably losing money on Meanwhile. Meanwhile is a passion project, which I love. Meanwhile is the name of my upcoming series, by the way. If you want to see what it looks like, just look up on my channel. Meanwhile, episode 0. Why do you do it? This is sort of how it's going to work, but I think the animation style is going to change. Anyway, so yeah, the return on investment for that, complete horseshit, most likely. Like I'll probably lose money on that before I make any money on that. If it gets popular, hell yeah, dude, I'm happy. But it is a passion project first and foremost. For Marvel and DC, right? You spend money on a big name because you know that big name will put asses in seats. You spend money on a crazy marketing budget because you know that crazy marketing will put asses in seats. You make a movie about a popular character because you know that popular character would put asses in seats. And the more asses are in more seats, the more money you're going to make than you spent. So you got to think about it relatively. Like obviously, I think it's ridiculous to spend that much on a movie until I start considering, okay, artists are being paid for this and they're making a living off of this, and we want them to make a good living. So what do we want? Like, do we want artists to make a good living and earn what they deserve, or do we want movies to be made for less money? Like I don't, you know. And obviously there are always ways to optimize, and there are always ways to do better. But you got. Interesting. Is this like a time zombie that like mines blocks as it walks over them? Oh no, that was just a glitch, and I over engineered it. Okay, hold on. Uh, you know what? Here we are. Oh boy. Did I save him? I certainly did not. Oh, but he's like fine because he still has like a skeleton form. Yo, Fadda. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh yeah. So yeah, and I'm sure there are ways to like optimize and save and not overspend, but it's like again, just leave that to the whoa insanity. Leave that to the experts um, and so that's what I think about the budget. What I think about the universes in general. I love what James Gunn has been doing with all of his DCU stuff so far. Ow, pain. All of it, including Peacemaker, including Lanterns, including Superman, including Creature Commandos, which I really really loved. All that stuff, I really like what he's been doing with it. Whoa, ouch, pain. Ooh. Oh, I keep failing to save zombies. I understand it's unrealistic to try and aim in third person, but whatever. Anyway, so that's yeah, that's what I think about. I love DCU. Marvel, I think, fell into a I don't know. They may have invented this trap. you know? Like they were the pioneers of a lot of stuff, and I think they were the pioneers of falling into this trap, which is listening too much to the fans, getting the fans way too involved. I recently put in my Discord a fun little interview by Chris Nolan, who said basically there is the source material and there are decades and decades and decades of established history that we have to respect, but at the end of the day you're the creative and it's your vision, you know what I mean? And if if you sort of draw that line and you set aside all the different opinions that everyone and their grandmother has about how your project should be handled, people sort of start to respect that and understand that you have respect for the character and that you love the character, but this is this is an artist's interpretation, essentially, right? Marvel did this significantly with Iron Man, with Captain America, with Hulk, with every single one of its early movies. And the real time they like, oh, okay, obviously Iron Man was a huge risk, but after Iron Man was secure, the only real risk they took was Thor, right? Where they're like, okay, now we're gonna actually introduce magic into this thing, and even then, if you guys remember the early Thor movies, they made a whole big deal out of like how magic and science are one and the same. It's just magic is really advanced science, right? And so even then they were like sort of trying to ground it a little bit, and I thought that was a beautiful creative choice. I love that. I also love when magic is just magic, although more like Doctor Strange magic. I don't love Harry Potter magic. I feel like that's nonsense. It's just in order for things to be interesting, there have to be rules, and then it's all the more interesting when we break those rules. You get what I mean? Anyway, so yeah, creative vision and stuff like that. Marvel has gotten the fans way too involved, and I'll reiterate again for the 47th time. This trap and this principle is exactly why I don't take mod suggestions, and exactly why I haven't seen stuff like Powerborn or what is it, the any of the new mods that everyone's like raving about and stuff, right? Whoa. Because I don't want other people involved in how I craft these very intimately made projects, like these very personal projects of mine. I don't want too many cooks in the kitchen, and at this point, I think anyone aside from me on my project is too many cooks. And I'm talking just about my mod. I'm not talking about Meanwhile in this case. Like I involve you guys a little bit on Meanwhile. I tell you what characters would you like to see me do stories about. My first one, episode 0 in the concept, the character was Superman, but it really wasn't. It was more of superhero. You know, like there was nothing necessarily Superman specific. Superman was just a skin, but the story wasn't Superman specific. Any superhero with the weight of the world on his shoulders would have gone through that story very simply, and if they had a good heart, that would have been the reason why they did it. You know what I mean? And they would ask themselves that question. So it wasn't really Superman. It was more like an intimate human story about someone with too much responsibility in a Superman costume. You notice I never even said Superman in the story, and the only reason I used Superman in that story to begin with is because it was promotion for the mod. You get what I mean? So it was a bit of a cheap move on my part there. Um, so anyway, yeah, if I could make a Superman specific thing, I could. But the whole point of the show is, you know, it's called Meanwhile. It's all the human centric stories that happen in between the big names and the big events and stuff like that. Which is why I didn't make a whole big deal out of, whoa, look, it's Superman and whatnot. I used all the elements and I had fun with it, and I used the music of it and everything, and I paid respects to what came before, um, but it wasn't a story about Clark Kent or Superman. It was a story about a person with burnout, I think, rediscovering their purpose. Anyway, let's see here. I did some research. Purple Sun is even worse. That's fantastic. What is the Cape Mark II? That second part's a mod suggestion, so I won't take it. I won't like read it. But what is the Cape Mark II? I'll tell you. Um, So this, what I'm wearing right now, is the Cape Mark II, but I'm experimenting with making it independent of the suit. So if I were to do this and then that, and let's say here we nope. Okay, come on. Hey, damn, where'd my Batman stuff go? Yeah, sorry. That's not even the texture it's supposed to have. I made another texture, but I think I filed them wrong. Anyway, um, so yeah, see that? It's supposed to have a cape and stuff, and it's the idea is essentially that I want it to react to. Sorry, I want it to be independent. What insanity! Yeah, see? So you're supposed to put in your curious slot. I want it to be independent, but you can't glide with this one. So I've basically just been experimenting with how it would work independently. But right now, it's just not. It just doesn't do anything. It looks kind of fun, so you can like use it that way, I guess. And I'm pretty sure it works with the grappling. Like it uses all the same scripts as the one for my like it's the same renderer, so it uses all the same scripts. It just doesn't glide because the gliding isn't. I This mod is already too established for me to completely take apart and rewire how gliding works. Um, so gliding is now dependent on the bat suit instead of the cape. You get me? As it always has been. And it should be dependent on the cape, but oh my god, that is so much work for which I simply have zero time. But until then, you have like a fun little cape that you can use for your curious slot. I figured why not? I'll keep it in there. But just keep in mind the entire cape system is so in beta. But this is kind of a fun look. You know, I've never actually done this. I knew it would work. I never did it in game. So it's actually kind of fun when you look at it. Said anything about Spider-Man's bioelectricity surge power yet? I have not. Anyway, DCU is now more fun to watch than MCU besides Supergirl. I didn't like the announcement of People versus Grodd. I did not know that was a thing. I'm excited. I expected Paradise Lost or Brave and the Bold announcement. Yeah, who cares, man? I'm happy. If I'm genuinely I've left my enjoyment in the hands of James Gunn. And I trust him because so far, I mean, obviously aside from Supergirl, but look, I get increasingly hopeful when a bad movie is a bad movie because people miscommunicated on it, not because that was genuinely the creative's vision. You know what I mean? If that was the creative's vision and I didn't see it, like Captain Marvel, there were no production disputes on Captain Marvel. That movie made me feel nothing. That's a problem. That's a director I do not want handling my superhero movies ever again. Whoever did that. No offense to the person, obviously. It's not someone of whom I'm particularly a fan when it comes to the decisions they make on superhero movies, right? Um, Wait, no, 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 no. All right, I'm pretty sure I can attach you to that building over there. Here we go. Where's he at? Anyway, Superman's cape gonna have similar physics to Batman. What are you talking about? Superman's cape is the cape on which this cape is based. It's no, it's not the same at all, but like they're similar systems already. Also, no Superman questions. Sent to the next con. Yeah, I have no idea where he went. I have no clue where he went. I'm glad it's not like right here because then I'd have to deal with it, and I'm already on like two hearts, and I have like this weird effect. Cursed mark. Oh, that's fantastic. That's great. Because you know what I was missing from my life? A curse. After after 2 days of a cold, fever, and food poisoning, curse is really what I was missing from my life. Anyway, would you ever plan on adding another bat suit? I don't want to add cosmetic suits. Is my thing. It's not anything against cosmetic suits or anything. I don't have time. I don't have time to go adding a suit that's entirely cosmetic. So if I'm gonna add a suit, I want to make it do something, you know? Cursed would be a cool effect in the Faddaverse. Maybe. Alright, good stuff. What about a bet? Ooh, I feel like that is a mod suggestion, so we will not read it. Yeah, so you see, the only difference between this is with the Batsuit, I can actually glide. But the system is super inefficient for like now, because I'm basically patching a really old system from the super inefficient version of the gliding from the beginning of the mod, right? So this is again another reason I actually started considering 1.26 when I was working on the gliding for this mod, because I'm like, okay, maybe it would be worth it to sort of start over with some of these mods, and I probably wouldn't redo what on God's green earth. I guess that's what Cursed does. Okay, alright, they're taking each other up there. Oh no, yeah, there I go. Je suis dead. Anyway. Am I going to expand Faddaverse lore further? Oh, yeah. Yeah, Faddaverse lore is about to be thoroughly expanded on with Meanwhile. So for those of you who know and those of you who don't know, I'm obviously working on a new show called Meanwhile. It's supposed to take place within the world of all my mods, you know, within the Faddaverse and stuff. And it's going to cover the more intimate stories that happen between all the major events, like the Batman-centric events, the Superman-centric events, the Ghost Rider, Iron Man, Speed Force-centric events, all that type of stuff. Like the stories you wouldn't hear about in the mainline mods. You know what I mean? Just basically using my mods to tell more intimate human-centric stories. Sort of like the video I made, Meanwhile, Episode 0. No Superman questions. I will not answer Superman questions. If you want Superman questions, they were all answered in the last Q&A video. But those are all the questions I'm willing to answer right now. You get what I mean? So that's why I'm not answering Superman questions now. Also, if you wanna know, or if you want to get updates or like little hints and stuff, you can join my Discord. You can keep up with the Fadda Thoughts channel on my Discord. I sometimes mention stuff on there. And you can check an itch.io game I made called Kal-El's Journey, wherein... Oh, interesting. He follows the grappling hook. That's not supposed to happen, so we found a little bug there. Anyway, so the itch.io game, what is it? It's where I have like little hints and Easter eggs. It's basically Kal-El's pod that's taking him to Earth, and when he gets to Earth is when the mod gets released. You get what I mean? So you can see like how many light years are left until we get to Earth and stuff like that. That's fun. Should have a big ass sign in the corner saying no Superman questions. Maybe I could pin a message. What? What? Is that an invisible creeper? Oh. The creeper down there. Was that the same? What? Interesting. Hi, Fadda. Hello, Colorblind Cartoons. Have you played D&D since the last stream? I have not. I've traveled a good 18 hours and gotten sick since the last stream. And also made a fantastic update to Batman and gotten a ton of progress done on Superman. But no D&D. I would love to play D&D. Would you like a simulation? Yes. Yes. What? I don't understand how that would work, but yeah, I would like a simulation. Are we doing that now? D&D is so good. Yep, I would love that. What's my plan for the next Batman mod update? I have no plan, actually. I didn't even have... Okay, so this update started off as a patch. It was supposed to be a simple patch. But unfortunately, I got super ADHD about it. And then I was like, what if I could, you know? And you guys need to understand, like, I've been trying to do swinging for the longest time. You know, I was in college when I started trying swinging. Um, I went to one of the professors in my college, and I was like, "Hey man, um, I'm doing A B C D E F G. I need help with the math." And I had like it was him and I just sort of working out how this would work, and he's not like a modder, and he was trying his best to apply his math to how it worked, and at the end I didn't end up using any of it. Like this was years ago. It's like 2 years ago. At the end I didn't end up using any of it, at least not that I'm aware of. I feel like maybe I used the same, but he had like different names for it than I did. For me it was just a bunch of tutorials and help from ChatGPT to help me to help like explain what it is exactly that I would be calculating and stuff, and then just an endless amount of variables and stuff. And I'm sure 1,000,000% there's a more optimized way I could do it, but for now, we're good. You know, we're all right. Um, yeah, so I've been trying. So when I got nice, I got a star. Thank you. Anyway, um, so yeah, when I got this sort of working version, like again, there's a lot more I would do for like if I was doing Spider-Man, there's a lot more of this that I would do. Whoa, 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 what are you on about? Someone sending AI mod making software here must be out of your mind. I am thoroughly against this. Remove. What? All good, Jengi. Let me make myself super duper clear about the use of AI in mod making. What I was mentioning right now was I'm going on GPT and I'm asking it to help explain pendulum physics and how they would apply in Java. All right, I'm not having it write my stuff for me. So if you come in here and you pedal um, if you come in here and you pedal AI mod making software, that's not my thing. And honest to God, the only reason I feel so strongly about it as I do is selfish, because there have been an unreasonable amount of times where people have used AI to just take my stuff. And I do mean like literally take my files and repost them. And it's like, are you out of your mind? How can you think that's okay? And they're all cheap. Like they're all knockoffs and nonsense. But it's still, I take such offense to that. You have no idea. And I know that the sort of hold on. And I know that the Minecraft modding space can be very collaborative, and people can make add-ons for other people's stuff and whatnot. But that's just not me. Like I've never said that I do that, and I've never said that I'm okay with it. And I put extra effort to make sure that I don't take anybody's stuff. So I won't expect the same from other people because they don't owe me stuff for my own standards. But I definitely don't respect anyone who takes my stuff and just uses AI to redo it, or use it, or watches my videos and uses AI to just take my ideas and put my features in their stuff. It's not like I own my ideas, obviously, once they're out there. But again, it's just, you can tell when it happens, and in some cases I've even been told that that's what's happening. Like I've been told by the creators, quote unquote, themselves. Right? And I don't respect that in the slightest. I don't condone or respect it even slightly. Um, yeah. So them's is my feelings on AI. Anyway, let's see here. Uh, but it is a tool like anything else. So if you're using it as a tool, by all means, I really don't care. I mean, I care about water and stuff, but there's not much I could do about that. I could do a lot about modding, but I can't do much about like the environment. You get me? So I don't concern myself too much aside from putting stuff in the right bins and anyway. All right, pretty sure someone who used those physics in Minecraft managed to pull it off for swinging. Yes, Fisk Heroes, and I heard Powerborn did it as well, and I heard it's really good. He asked what you studied and listed a course. Oh, LMAO, I'm so sorry. I am so insanely sorry. That is not what I hope I removed the comment and not the person, right? I didn't remove the person, did I? Yeah, I think the person's still in here. Um, no, not the course. I went to my college campus and I consulted a professor, but that didn't end up doing much for me. But I was just telling you how much effort I was putting into trying to get this thing working finally. Um, Whoa. But yeah, if it was just a course, I apologize. I definitely misunderstood your intentions there. But I'm glad I made my feelings on AI clear on this one. Not against it as a concept, super, super against when people just take my stuff, or really anybody's stuff. Using AI or otherwise. AI has just made it a lot easier for thieves nowadays. Thievery! Oh, dude, you will not believe what happened to me today. I gave myself a mini heart attack. So I was updating Kal-El's journey because it's been a minute, right? So I figured, all right, well, we'll do it. Hey, I think we got to. Hold on. How much money are we at right now? I think we're at like 2,000 something, 3,000 something. That's a lot for a charity. That's for like a one man show on a charity. That's great news, by the way. Congratulations, everyone. Thank you. Drake Lytle's in here making a sarcastic comment about stealing people's stuff. Love it, love it, love it. Classic Drake fashion. Um, anyway, 3,200. That's fantastic. Great job, everybody. Great job. Um, anyway. Whoa, whoa, whoa. So yeah, I was updating the journey, and the way I do this is Superman. It's not like linked to my Patreon or anything. I just go in the game and I look at how much money is able to withdraw right now, and I just input that text into the game. You get me? So it's nothing fancy. It's a text that I update. So anyway, I'm going in and I'm updating it now, and I'm seeing the amount, and then I see. Hold on a minute. Oh, yeah, yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing the amount, and then under it, I see withdrawal, 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 and I'm like, oh, interesting. And then it's like something it says wallet, like a super wallet or a hyper wallet, something like that, right? And I'm like, interesting that it's withdrawing because I haven't withdrawn in ages, right? I haven't withdrawn since the Superman announcement. Um, anyway, sorry. So I haven't withdrawn since the Superman announcement, but I'm looking and I'm thinking, okay, maybe this is Patreon's way of like maybe they withdraw into their own sort of um, maybe they withdraw into their own sort of like digital wallet or something like that, and that's the wallet that maybe their system uses sort of something like that. So it says withdraw, but really it's withdraw from people's cards into Patreon, and that's where I get like how much money is available to withdraw into my account, right? But then I saw like dates and stuff, and the date was this month, and then last month, and then last month, and I was like, holy hell, has Patreon been auto withdrawing into my account this entire time? Because that would be thievery. That would be thievery, right? And so I was like, because this is a charity, we're running a charity. And so I panicked and I started checking all my statements and I started making sure it wasn't like, because I don't get a lot on Patreon monthly, so I wouldn't notice, you get me? So I started making sure, and there's nothing in my account via the Patreon. So I'm like, was I hacked? Right? Because I'm seeing the withdrawal and it's like, August 5th, and then before that it was July 5th, and then June 5th, and I was like, oh my lord, right? And then I look back, and it's August 5th, 2025, July 5th, 2025, June 5th, 2025. None of it is from this year. And it just so happens that I was checking it by complete coincidence a year later. So I thought it was 2026 when really it was 2025. The last withdrawal was a year ago. And so I was the biggest idiot on the planet. um, just today. Or maybe I just need a nap. It's insane. I really thought that Patreon was just automatically putting the charity money in my account. And turns out, nope. I misread the year. Genius that I am. Uh, anyway. Ouch. Pain. All right, hold on. Wait, why is the ship shaking in Kal-El's journey? I think you're playing without audio. You should play with audio. Mods evaporate, everyone. Lol. Okay, hold on. Don't you think Flash is a bit OP in the... Yeah, I do. Would be... yada, yada, yada. Hold on. For others besides Superman would be disbalanced. Yeah, it's not balanced. That's not the goal. You don't balance it, or at least maybe you do, but I don't balance it. I don't balance it based on vanilla. I only balance based on how powerful the character should feel in gameplay, and that's a very subjective and sort of fluid standard. But it's the one that works for me, so I don't care. Yeah, they're powerful because they're powerful. Because speedsters are powerful, and Superman is powerful because Kryptonians are powerful. Anyway, I'm not taking mod suggestions, but you are missing an important thing. He does have a big jump. He doesn't have a big jump anymore. Like, he doesn't have a jump boost anymore. It's all right. You don't take fall damage from that. But if you leap, your fall damage is negated from a certain height. And also, if you grapno boost, your fall damage is reduced significantly. So if I grapno boost right now, see, this is a distance from which I should have taken damage, but I didn't. Damn it. There we go. So that was a distance from which I should have taken damage, and yet I didn't. See, and then here, whoa, see, it's negated heavily. Whoa. Aha, yo Fadda. It's really nice to like attach skeletons to you so that they can't like move. Anyway, let's see. That sounds like. Do you plan? That sounds like a mod suggestion, so I'm going to ignore it. I'm not taking mod suggestions. Let's see. Drake Lytle asks, "What are your thoughts on making mods for?" Stop it. For looks versus making them for gameplay. EX Spider-Man. Example. Spider-Man swinging isn't practical in survival. It looks cool. It's practical in survival. Just use it. And at least I don't use what? What are you talking about? At least I don't use AI when I steal other people's code. I don't publish it. Okay, for those of you who are missing the context, Drake's YouTube, or part of the things he does on YouTube, is he takes I think hero packs, like Fisk hero packs, and then alters the skins or alters the power level and stuff just for his own enjoyment. This is not something I would do, and it's not something I would want done with my mod. But I think as long as you're not publishing it and you have and the creators aren't actively expressing, or haven't in the past actively expressed, that they don't like such a thing, then I think you should be fine. But that's all up to you, man. Like I said, even with the people who stole my stuff, I don't like I'll never go to a person and be like, take this down. You know what I mean? I'll just take them out of my Discord. Like, I don't want them using... Okay, because you're already using my ideas, and in some cases you're using my code. You must... right? You're not going to use my Discord and my community to take attention to your or get attention to your stolen content. Doesn't make any sense, right? So not yeah, and in some cases not even stolen. In some cases just straight up ripped off. You know what I mean? So you're definitely not going to do that. So you keep out of my Discord. And I would prefer if you, I would actually, none of you are allowed to do it anyway. Like I don't allow anyone to do it anyway, right? Um, but again, it's not like I'm not. I don't know. I'm not really in the business. I don't have time to go picking fights with everyone who takes my shit. You know what I mean? Like, I'd rather just make the mods. But I definitely, I have zero respect for anyone who's taken my stuff as a creator. Obviously, it's not that serious as a person. It's fine, but to me, if you've taken my stuff, you're not a real creator. You're not like in my book, which for whatever that's worth. I mean, it's worth nothing to anyone who isn't me, you know. So that's just how I feel about it. But I've never been particularly mad at what Drake tries to do. It's just messing around with stuff. So if those creators are fine with it, then so am I. Anyway, let's see here. All right, scouring through the town, you hear the Iceberg Lounge. If you missed it, I started the D. Oh, you started a D&D prompt. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, I can't do that now. I can't. I don't think I could do that now, dude. Or maybe I can. Let me experiment. Let me experiment. Hold on. All right. Hold on. Scouring through the town, you hear a commotion from the local tavern, the Iceberg Lounge. All right, cool, 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 cool. I glide. I assume I'm Batman, so I glide down and I check it out. What next? Dungeon Master. We're playing. We're straight up playing D&D. If you guys want to be involved in this, go ahead. By all means, suggest actions I can take. Yeah, a lot of people have asked me for my version of mods, but I don't think it's very ethical to publish them without consent. Yeah, for definitely. I don't want to publish MHA mod. I do want to publish my My Hero Academia, okay, because it's dope, but I gotta get permission first. Yeah, all right. I also, if you gotta get permission because it's an altered version of another creator's, I wouldn't call it yours. Like I would be like, my redo or something of so and so's creation. I'm not familiar with My Hero Academia, and I haven't played Fisk in years, and I don't know much anymore. But that's how I would do it. If this is something I would do, like I wouldn't do this. That's just not really my thing. But if I were to do it, this is how I would go about it. Is what I mean. Nice. Oh my god! Like right in the middle of the enemies and just going ham on all of them. Oh, cool. I separated Siamese skeletons. Why am I the only one clipping stuff, by the way? Someone should clip the Siamese skeletons separation. I shouldn't be the only one clipping stuff in these streams. I use someone's Lootcraft mod as a base, but it's extremely altered, and I added 50% more stuff, so it feels a lot like mine, but there's yeah, I agree. Yeah, I still wouldn't. Even then. Whoa! Is there a way to clip streams on YouTube? I think there is. I think you can create a clip, maybe from the finished stream, but I know you can do it live on Twitch. All right, I approach the tavern. I hear glass breaking. Hey, colorblind cartoons, you gotta be in here on every stream. I want to play. I want to play live D&D on every stream. All right, let's see. You approach the tavern and hear glass breaking. A large figure, a lizard folk, reptilian skin, and toothy jaw. Whoa! Killer Croc in the house. All right. The perp Waylon is causing a ruckus, knocking glass over. All right, cool, cool, cool. Here's what I do. Let's check our gadgets. Here's what I do. Okay, I lead him away from the people using a sonic pellet set to villager so that it emits a villager sound and he gets distracted by it. All right. And then when he approaches it, he gets I assume I have to like roll a die to see if he like gets he approaches it or he falls for it, because he's supposed to approach it and then get like shocked, not get shocked, but like get a large sound in his ear. So let me know if he got affected, because that's what my next move is based on. Anyway. Fadda, I'm a big fan. I can't wait for the Superman mod. Thank you, neither can I. By the way, your content is absolute peak. Thank you very much. Adam Greiga. Here's the noise. Someone's messing with me. Haha, nice. We're getting killer clock here, fellas. This is great. Super Fadda showed dropping cities. Okay, it was one village. I lifted one village and dropped it. And honestly, that was a mistake. I was trying to go down. But I clicked instead, and that was a mistake of mine for sure. Whoopah! Ow, that was dumb. That was really bad aiming on my part. Very English YouTuber struggles to read my Polish name. Yeah. My bad. Then you lift a whole chunk from Shorts video. Yeah. It was a village. I don't know if it was a whole chunk. How many blocks is a chunk? Alright. So we'll deal with Killer Croc the way we deal with this zombie. Alright, I roll the die, get a 16. He steps out of the tavern. Who's there? You want to start something? He hasn't seen you yet. What do? Fantastic. Alright. So he hasn't seen me, but he hasn't gotten hit with the sonic pellet. Interesting. All right. Cool. So I'll tell you exactly what I do. I do this. So if he hasn't seen me yet, then I'm probably like up here. Right? I'll tell you what. I do exactly this. And then... Yeah. So oh man. Oh, this is a lot. Is it lagging more than before? I really thought I fixed this. All right. Anyway, 16 on 16. Yeah, I thought it was 16 on 16. Anyway, yeah, I drop down, throw a smoke bomb on the way down. As soon as the smoke bomb hits, I land, I shock him like I do like that sonic absorption shock, right? Rabies, that's actually kind of hilarious. I don't know why I never thought of that. Should that be a potion effect? No. Anyway. Yeah, I hit him with a sonic pellet, and then boom. And then I do the bat call thing. I wonder if it glitched out because no, it doesn't make any sense. Because in the previous build it was lagging because the bats were getting registered by forensic mode, so it was trying to capture all footsteps of any bat that touched the ground. But I've since fixed that. I haven't seen many mods who have the ability to lift structures. Yeah, that was like a big thing on Superman. When I revealed it, everybody was like, "What insanity!" You can actually go back on the Q&A video and check out people's live reactions, because that video was a premiere, so you could just check the live comments on that premiere and see people's live reactions on that one. I like to go back and check that every once in a while when I'm feeling a little imposter syndrome-y, which happens. Wait, you can lift structures? Oh, Drake, you've missed quite a bit, my friend. Ouch, pain. Yeah. Boom. Woo! Yeah, you should take a look at that Q&A video. I think I have some Iron Man gameplay in that. I think Iron Man is Drake's favorite superhero, or one of. Anyway, talk about how Fadda dropped a village and probably killed hundreds. Okay. Hashtag super shit. I maybe earned that one, to be honest. Oh, fantastic. You guys see that? Just crashing through the windows like that? That's so satisfying, dude. That's so satisfying when I pull that off. I can almost never pull it off twice in a row. Yep, see? That's not great. Lol. When was what? Oh, it was I probably have a short. Yeah, there's probably a short of me lifting like a large chunk or a village or something and then dropping it. I know I lifted stuff twice. Ah! Oh, that was so close. Ooh, okay. So I roll to attack, natural 20. I have no idea what that means, but I think it's good. I think it's good based on a glimpse that I read. Okay, hold on. Let me just hang out here while I beat Bane in D&D. All right. You roll to attack, natural 20. You swoop down, dropping the smoke cloud, obscuring his vision. You lock your arms around his neck, pressing his shock gloves to his temple, dropping him onto the pellet. Ah, fantastic. I'm great at this, though. Um, let's see here. What the heck am I?
I'm Batman.
All right. Let's see here. The sonic pellet blasts his eardrums, sending him reeling. Brilliant. Haha. Now we're talking, dude. What else do I do? I interrogate him. What?
Why are you here? Why are you attacking the Iceberg Lounge?
Yeah, you know, I sound a bit more like Venom.
Why are you here?
Oh, that's the same voice. I apologize. Anyway, that I ask him, and I want to know what he tells me now. Because he's like all disoriented, and I came out of nowhere, and there's smoke, and there's bats, and there's like electricity and stuff. So we've really got his fear factor going right now. What? Anyway, I was gonna say Batman. Yeah. It's a little bit more like Venom, I guess. You know, there's no beating the great Christian Bale. You know, I recently watched the Batman again on a plane, and I think that was the first time that I sort of enjoyed it for what it is versus what is happening. Why am I just looking up like that? What? Found another glitch. It's whatever. Anyway, yeah, for what it is. Anyway, just saw a clip and wow, talk about on-demand moments as a crypto. Yeah. How'd you get upside down? Still haven't figured it out. I got you. I mean, you should watch the tutorial, but I say again, it was fairly rushed, so I don't wanna be too stuck up on that. I don't want to be too. Anyway, all right. So you see how you're attached to the bottom of a block here, all right? You're just gonna left, because people had some issues with that. Left click the bottom of that block, and then he's gonna switch like that. Cool. And then, oh, I know why it's not turning me upside down. That's stupid. Okay, so it's supposed to turn your camera upside down when you do that, and it's supposed to be like an added challenge of like knowing where to look, and knowing that up is down and down is up. But there's a config feature that I forgot to add, so now I have to make another patch. That's okay. Anyway, so you do that, and now you're upside down. And then if there are any entities directly below you, then you can left click while targeting those entities to go down and do that. But obviously you have to have the brute fighting style when you do that. Otherwise, whoa, Scarecrow! What are you? Seared spirit. Okay, interesting. Yo, Faddas, all of you. Whoa, so many flies. Noise. All right, I roll intimidation. I roll lower than usual after what I just did? Okay, shakes me off his back.
You think you're tough? I'll show you tough.
Maybe I should give him like a Jersey accent or something, just because now Batman, Venom, and Croc all sound the same. So I'm not a voice actor, people. Well, relax. Come here. Nice. All right, he reaches back and grabs you. He tries to take a bite out of you. What do I do? Oh no. Am I playing any superhero games? Yeah, I'm playing superhero Minecraft right now, and I'm playing superhero D&D with colorblind cartoons as I stream. But the one I'm most excited for is Wolverine. Is that one out yet, or is it still coming, or what's the status on the Wolverine game? I'm really itching to try it. Haha, that was such a cool finishing move, dude. That was such an interesting. Doesn't do anything? Okay, cool. Try saying, hello, I'm Verity, your personal helper friend. Ask me anything. You have to left click. I don't think I'll be able to use that move anytime soon. I play on Mac. You can left click on Mac. What are you talking about, dude? You can left and right click on Mac. You can do any. Left click is punch. Left click is this. Left click is mine. You can left click on Mac. What are you talking? You think there's any computer in the world that doesn't have left click? Not with a mouse pad. Yes, with a mouse pad, dude. Like a trackpad. Yeah, you can left click. Just one button. Just one finger. Just do it with one finger. How are you using that computer? Dude, we gotta troubleshoot your Mac right now. You're using it at a fraction of its power, Jengi. What's happening? What are you talking about, man? How did you select this chat to type in it? How'd you select this video if you can't left click? What? Anyway, he succeeds but rolls low on damage. You block him with your gauntlet bracer. You have an opening to counterattack. Okay, I need to be smart on my counterattack. Alright, I'll show you exactly what I do. I love that I'm playing this with the mods. Alright, I'll show you exactly what I do. I step back. Alright. I step back. Boom. And then I hit him with 3 electric batarangs. Triple the damage. And then I run toward him, I slide, and as I slide, I attach a bat bomb to him, and then I grapple away to regain my bearings, so that I can go in for another stealth attack. That's what I do. Oh, you need 2 fingers to right-click, and while right-clicking, you can't left-click. I understand that, but you don't need to be holding right-click. The grappling gun is a tap, not a hold. So if you... Hold on. A hold would be probably how I do Spider-Man, but not Batman. Batman is a see, it's a tap. I'm not touching the mouse button right. I'm not touching the mouse right now, and you're still attached. Look at that. The cable bends around corners. I love it so much. Anyway. So if you're just like that, and then you just tap left click, then you're fine. You got it. And I should mention that you need to have the brute fighting style in order to do this, because I do it where it's like only brutes are strong enough to carry entire entities that are about their size all the way up like that. You know what I mean? Even though it looks like a fairly acrobatic move, it requires more strength than acrobatics. Like even I could hang upside down, and I mean like me, like base Fadda, not Batman. You know, I could hang upside down, so it's fine. You can hang upside down, but you'd have to be a brute to like fully carry entities like that. So I'll say again here, take a look at this. You just attach to that block right there, and then you just tap left click. I'm not holding the mouse. I'm not holding right click at all. But if I just tap left click, I'm good. All good. Anyway. Alright, let's see here. Love your Batman mod. Just hoping you would... Whoa, mod suggestions. Can't do it. Thank you, though. But I don't take mod suggestions. That's why I skipped the rest. But thank you so much for, you know. Alright, let's see here. I was watching Superman and Lois. I was looking for something... Whoa. better than the Superman and Lois hero pack for Fisk Heroes, and I kind of just found your first video on Super. Oh yeah, I see. That video is good. It's gotten so much better since then. I have an announcement for you guys. The version of Superman by Fadda that I currently have installed in this game that I'm currently playing right now is now severely outdated compared to the version that I'm working on. Severely. So that's good news. That's a decent bit of progress. We made, I believe, 5-6 light years worth of progress if you look at Kal-El's journey. So that's something. Yeah, I think about 6 years worth of progress. Now we have one special for acrobatics and one special for brutes. Well, yeah, but also, with acrobatics you get a lot more air tricks and stuff like that when you. Ooh, oh my God! I forgot the grapple doesn't last forever. Um, guys, look at the cape furling in the wind. So cool. It's like the Arkham games. So cool. I get why people say I put the Arkham games in Minecraft. I didn't. That's not the philosophy at all. All my mods take all the best elements from all media, all source material, comics, games, TV shows, movies, including a bunch of like original stuff. Like the Sonic palette was completely original, stuff like that. So that's how all my mods work. But some stuff is just so trademark Arkham that you're like, I forgive anyone who thinks that's what my goal was, even though it wasn't. I'm actually logging onto the Kal-El's journey every day, and I'm like, release it. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead. In my Discord, there's an entire there's an entire forum in the channel called I Did Something Cool. Like the channel is called I Did Something Cool. The forum is called Kryptonian Translations in my Discord, and it's just people who look through all my different environments and stuff for the pod, and they try translating it. And most of them are correct, I will say that. And they have like screenshots from the different environments and stuff like that. What motivates me to work on mods? The feature about which I'm most excited to experience myself. Not even for other players to experience. So I've said this 1,000,001 times. I probably at this rate say it every stream. But my philosophy is the mods I make for me. Like they're not for you, they're for me. I release them for you, which is why all the mods have like these really crazily edited videos with cinematics and stuff like that. This is all for you. I don't have to make release videos and make them all cinematic. I could just play the mods and enjoy them, right? But the whole development cycle or the whole marketing campaign around them and all the hype building and stuff like that, and the fact that I don't spoil stuff. Like the whole reason I don't take Superman questions and I don't take mod suggestions is so that none of you have any idea or any involvement. Like I force you not to have involvement in my project, so you can be completely surprised by what is a completely is a complete and intimate vision. You know what I mean? Like there aren't too many cooks in the kitchen, right? So all that stuff I just mentioned is completely for you, but the making of the mod itself and the features I put in, that's for me. That's not for anybody else. I mean, it's not made with anybody else in mind, is what I'm saying. Most of the time. So that's why the thing that motivates me to make mods the most is the feature that excites me the most. And notice I didn't say features. It's like one feature. Like I could think of one mechanic that would excite me to make Nightcrawler the most. I could, which by the way is probably the reason behind why I'd want to make X-Men. I could think of one mechanic for Wolverine that would make me excited to make X-Men the most. You know what I mean? Something like that. For Batman, it was the utility belt. For Speed Force, it was horizontal wall running. So, I think I was the first superhero mod ever to run on walls horizontally. And that was for Speed Force. I was really excited when that worked. So it's stuff like that. So when I think of whoa. Anyway, yeah, so when I think of help me out here. That feature, the feature that gives me that feeling, then I get really excited to make that mod. All right. Anyway, the result of my attack have been written above. Oh, my bad. Let me see. I roll an 11 and a 13 and a 19. What's happening? I jump back, throwing 2 electric batarangs. They were 3, though. All right. Zapping him. I slide under his legs and place a bat bomb under his legs. Where did I place the bat bomb? Oh, okay, on his back. Okay, cool. And the blast topples him, knocking him out. All right, cool. I was wondering where the hell did I place that bomb? You know what I mean? Like, Batman doesn't kill, but he'll kill future generations. Anyway, Captain Gordon of the Town's Guard. Oh, interesting. He's not commissioner yet. That's cool. Shows up to arrest him, and to get information, you can wait for him to wake up in jail, or in the meantime, you can ask people in the Iceberg Lounge for info. I don't want to ask people. I think at this point, if Gordon's still a captain, then I'm probably still like a myth, and I'm probably not really welcomed around Gotham yet, so I wouldn't want to show up in public the way Robert Pattinson's Batman just sort of shows up to the Iceberg Lounge and goes, "You know who I am as Batman," and then he does it as Bruce again. It's like, dude, fucking hello? Secret identity much? What's happening? Anyway, I asked that on a previous stream, but maybe you have a better idea how long it's going to be. How long the Superman tutorial is going to be? Dude, I have no idea. I'm planning for more stuff to be put on Superman than I currently have on Batman. Do you understand what that means? Because the Batman tutorial was 2 parts. Do you understand? Like, that's a lot of stuff. So I don't know, but I don't know. Would you guys be down for a longer form video? I feel like you'd like that more than 2 parts. You know what I mean? Because part 1 had infinitely more views than part 2. Versus just one video, it would be like one sitting and you wouldn't feel like it's homework. You know what I mean? So, 2 hours long. This is Fantasy Gotham, so he's captain of the Town's Guard rather than police commissioner. You'll be making Superman tutorial parts for years, huh? Yeah, I mean, technically, yeah, I think longer videos is better. Anyway, yeah, he's captain of the Town's... you know, whatever. If he's captain, then I'm still a myth, probably. I'm still not like Justice League Batman that everyone knows and loves. Like, people are still afraid of me. And I'm still like afraid. Sorry, I'm still fear, and I'm still vengeance. I'm still the knight and all that good stuff. So I don't ask people. I wait, and then I head to Arkham, where he's like chained up and stuff, and I start interrogating him. This interrogation is going to take a long time. Can we pick up where we left off next stream? Because I feel like the stream's been going on. Sorry, the stream's been going on for a minute, you know? Whoa. Woo! Oh, man. This is the best. This is among the best my mods have ever looked. I will say, I looked really good lifting that village and that mountain and that chunk. Man, I would have been cooking on that stream goal. What stream goal? Oh, yeah, I put a super chat stream goal. No, that's okay. That's all right. I just put those there for, like, if it happens, and I'm happy, you know, but I don't actually expect it to be met each stream, you know. I probably should be a bit more hype about it to, like, make money and stuff, but that's not really my priority with these. I'll make the money off the ads. It's fine. And whatever I decide to do with members. Can we actually... Finger heart, that's cool. What's a finger heart? Oh, it's like that Korean thing people do? That's cool. Thank you. What are these gifts? Do I give them to people, or are they being given to me? What's the system here? Whoa boy. Awesome. Can't get enough of that cape. Yeah, me neither. Unfortunately, I might have to redo it completely, but I won't in this version. Like, if I redo this cape completely, it'll probably be in like another port of the game for later versions of Minecraft. Or one later version of Minecraft. Whoa. So cool. Yeah, but until then, I'm not putting any more effort into something like this. Maybe Batman will get another update, but right now I'm just focused on Superman, and well, yeah, see what I mean? The cape is like extremely interactive with the player. So it's a very complex system because keep in mind, player animator and Geckolib for Geckolib armors are completely different systems. They're just interacting at the same time. Like I have a system that calls them separately at the same time. You get what I mean? So it's not like this is like one animation that's playing. This is two animations that are timed to play together, and it doesn't always work. Like for the bat bike, the drifting that we do, not the bat bike, the Robin's motorcycle, the drift that we do with Robin's motorcycle, that Akira drift that we do, that's that was timed so horribly. Like in the code, they were timed the same, right? But in game, for some reason, one would triggle. Nice, very nice. I need to end the stream. One would trigger significantly sooner than the other, right? So it was really stupid. So Batman's or like the player's body would move, and then like a second and a half later, the bike would move, which was dumb. So I had to like I couldn't figure it out in the code, so I had to like stagger the player's animation to move with the bike. It's a really cheap way of doing it, but it's what we have, you know. Anyway, who's my favorite Robin? Between I don't know. I was gonna say it's between Dick Grayson and Tim Drake, but now that I think of it, I really like Damien. I know there are some people who don't like Damien, but I really like Damien as a concept, like as an idea, and I absolutely loved him in those new. Ooh, nice, a Batmobile. I loved his characterization in those New 52 inspired animated movies. That was my favorite animated universe, or like DC animated movie universe. I don't like the Tomorrowverse too much. You guys like the detail that the cannon shoots from the front left wheel? You know why? It's because that's where the bat pod ejects from. So the cannon would be on the front left wheel. Whoa, 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 relax. And boost. Whoa, interesting. What is that? Oh my god, it's the mother of all wolves. Ouch, pain. Ow. What's my opinion on the Nightfall movie? I actually haven't seen it. I'm really looking forward to. I might see it. I might see it today. Actually, I'm gonna see it today. What's it on? Like, what's it released on? Once played Superman mod that have. Whoa, 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 whoa! Nope, 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 nope. Sorry. I can't. Um, I can't know. Damn it! I can't know about other. I can't know about other mods. Anyway, I'm out now. You guys have a great time. I'm really glad I got to mess around with Batman a bit more. The bat call feature is still laggy. I don't love that. I'm gonna fix it. I'm gonna clearly what I thought was the issue was not the issue, so I need to figure that out. You guys have a great rest of your day, and I'm glad you were able to join me today. And as usual with these streams, we will be doing the outro. as the '60s Adam West Batman. Here we go. Batman. Batman.